ain't many pictures. I'm glad I already got them. Eric B and Rakim. Eric B and Rakim. Rakim. Eric B and Rakim. Have you seen a Jake Paul skull x-ray after Anthony Joshua fight? Search. Does it match a female skull? Jake Paul skull. Jake Paul skull. Images. That perfectly matches a female skull. Is that all of it? Did Anthony Joshua break a jaw? Is that what that is? Oh yeah, they're close set eyes. Look how the head bellows at the edges. I see a woman's skull. Yeah. I've just got a couple of questions. What are all these bits of metal in the jaw? Is that a jaw implant, do you think? I don't know. If it's real or not, I don't even know if it's real. What was that? I just saw something else. Oh, Skull and Bones. Jake Paul wins by unanimous decision. I don't believe in any of the boxing fights. It's all rigged, right? The whole Anthony Joshua shamago at the minute. In fact, why not? Let's do Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. Let's start with Jake Paul. Soft, look at those beautiful eyelashes. He looks like George Clooney. High set ears, widest in the hairline. Pink lips, soft eyes, look. She's got no trachea, no Adam's apple. No mastoids, nothing showing. Absolutely nothing. Who's that? She's in the sniper division. Is that what Anthony Joshua did to Jake Paul? And that's why Anthony Joshua had the car crash, because this is what Joshua once supposed to have won the fight. Is that what you're saying? That's what the conspiracy theory is, right? Jake sticks his tongue out when you're hitting him too hard. But it would have been set up, surely. Anthony Joshua would have been told, you're going to beat him. And she would have known. So I just can't believe the stories. Jake Paul, biologically a woman, proven by the close set eyes, the soft jawbone, the small dentures, the high set ears. Look at those beautiful eyelashes again. The Mickey Mouse ears in the hairline, look, creating the letter M. Because she's widest up there, no trachea. Jake Paul walking. The game over. What is going on in that picture? Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. Go on. Literally looks like a woman coming out of Asda's. Arms akimbo, legs crossed over, loving the shopping bag. I don't know. It's what do they call him? KFC or whatever they call him. Look at that mince. You got to be kidding me. Pair of tarts, look. It's so easy to see them facially and kinetically with the gates. You cannot tell me that you don't understand this subject. You don't see it going on because you're lying. You're absolutely lying. You're not just lying to me. You're lying to yourself. The pair of them, look. Knees akimbo. Jake Paul runs like a girl, one foot in front of the other, elbows down and out, sloping shoulders. Go on, tell me how Jake Paul went from YouTuber to world-class boxer in just a couple of years. It's impossible. Look at this. Look at those necrotic, saggy titties. Remember, this is a prime rib boxer, yeah? Where's your muscles? Here as well, Anthony Joshua. Just titties. Titties and fake muscles. That's all they've got. They're not real men. They haven't got upper body strength. They're stronger than an average woman, that's right. They are, I agree. But you put them in against a real boxer with upper body strength. What Anthony Joshua did to Jake Paul, the real male boxer will do to the ribs and everything, every punch. There's no more gates. You don't really need anything other than that one, though. We're not that one. Where's the shopping back there? You don't need anything other than that, right? Let's do Anthony Joshua. Apparently, I used to play on PlayStation with one of Anthony Joshua's sparring partners. Oh, I wonder if that was you in the car crash. Eh? Because your name might not have been Scotty, eh? It might have been one of those two under a pseudonym name. Anthony Joshua, 2 first names. Jake Paul, 2 first names. This is the one that died, right? This one. Frank Bruno, Evander Holyfield. Before you tell me that's a woman, not a woman's body, go and look up FTM contouring and what they can do with a woman's body, and then get back to me. Because you don't understand this subject. I can see a pair of titties. I can see cut marks where a doctor came in all the way up there. Look, he cut this one. Bruce Lee stops about here on Bruce, but not with Joshua. They went right up. I think maybe it's a more modern surgery technique that they do, that they cut the breasts all the way up now to try and give it that male pec look. And to the untrained eye, it looks like a male pec. I was into boxing all my life. I never looked at Chris Eubanks, Nigel Benn, Joe Calzaghe, Mike Tyson. Never looked at one of those boxers and said, "You've got titties." Not once. Because the illusion fooled me. It's what it is, right? It's an illusion that this is a male boxer. Anthony Joshua, you can tell by his wife, small dentures, tiny. Look how high up those ears are. They're almost higher than her eyes. It's a tiny skull. It's a big woman with a tiny face. Can you see the sloping jawline, pointed chin? Because she's added a bolt-on chin there, so her face becomes longer to look like it's a male. But she still cannot change the pretty eyelashes. She can't change the open eye sockets. She can't move the eyes further apart, giving it, when you draw it, look, a very small triangle. It's a small face. Anthony Joshua. I remember when this all happened as well, and I wanted, because I couldn't do it properly, Bevy to find the gates. Bevy found 2 stair gates on Anthony Joshua. There's the boyfriend. Look at the boyfriend. Dead giveaway. Look at his cheekbones. Look at his 6-pack. So none of the boxes are real. None of the fights are real, I don't think. I think they're all rigged. They might punch crap out of each other, but it's all set up. Walking, Anthony Joshua, game over when you see her coming out the shop. There's one. In line. Look at the shoulder tilt. Walks like a tart. Put a towel between her hands. Flossing. Inline footfall. Abbey Road, we call it. Lent forward. She's not really lent forward, but she's tilted in, look. That's a beautiful one. Game over. Anthony Joshua. Final answer is a girl. Is that when she ran off and had that little male prostitute or whatever it was? I can't remember the story. Game over right there, though, right? You should know it by now. I've taught you it enough times. You see it every day, constantly. You should all... I'm not talking about the newbies, but all of you that's been here long enough, you should all be able to do this. There's no excuse. If you can't do it, you're not paying attention in class, are you? Walking, street. And again and again. That's not Anthony Joshua, is it? Anthony Joshua Nigeria crash. It must be someone else. Is that one of the people that died? Allegedly. You see, if it's even real, all these people putting their energy into this, and the story might not even be real. Like I said, I saw the uncensored video and it looked gory. It looked nothing like the Charlie Cake one. But I agreed, for anybody who's seen that video, it could still be a movie, right? I could still be watching a movie, a sectioned off piece of Africa where they're all actors, including this actor, and it didn't happen. It may have happened. I don't know. I've got no idea. But going by the standard amount of lies that they tell, I have to tar it with the brush and say it's a psyop. It's nonsense. We're done. Anthony Joshua. Where's that gate? Oh, that's a nice one as well, where he comes out the shop. The shoulder tilt. She's a big girl. She's a big, tall girl. She's an heavyweight female champion of the world. Against an average man, she's going to kick your ass. She is, because she can box and she's twice your size. But if you're a real boxer, it won't matter what size you are. It won't. Little Gozzy. I'll tell you what, I'll put little Gozzy, who's only 5'5", 5'4", against this mountainous woman, 6'6" or whatever she is. I'll put my little 5-foot friend, who's got the body, and I'm not kidding you, his body is shaped literally like a barrel of rum. An absolute barrel of a man. I saw him once in prison fighting, and he hit 3 people with 1 punch. That's how solid this little fucker is. Raging Bull. Rocky, what did I call him? Not Rocky Marciano. Jake LaMotta didn't have a patch on my mate Gozzy. Not a patch. Absolute animal. No boxing lessons, nothing. Just solid. We're done. Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul. We'll put you into this list. Why not? Jake Paul.